Music and Reactions back. Another reaction video. This one, I'm going to do them again. Mainly because I really love this band and I really look forward to seeing them. But one that keeps coming up in the suggestions is The Warning at Liceo, I think is how you say it, doing the Muse cover of Hysteria. I'm a huge fan of Muse, so it's going to be very interesting to see because of the way Muse write their songs. So, I was told the band was very young at this one. So, before we kick into it, as always, hit those buttons, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, let us know what you think. And let's get into this one because this one's got me kind of curious of, you know, Warning are a great band, but Muse is a whole different beast, man. So we're going to see how they pulled this one off. Okay. Over the hand. Looks like she's playing Rickenbacker bass. Gibson. Okay. So let's break this down. This was super, super impressive for a number of reasons. On the whole, the warning being much younger in age, especially Ollie, for her to play that bass line the way she did, without any of the effects or tricks that Muse use in their music, that's a super, super complicated bass line. Okay? Yes, it's very repetitive, but that finger reach between the 4 and the 8th, 7th, 8th frets is, okay, pretty complicated for a man who has big hands. For a female with smaller hands, that is a task. Okay, it's a beast of a bass line for the best bass players. It is a repetitive bass line that's so intricate that if you're not completely 100% locked into it, you're going to lose it by about the 4th or 5th, moment of the song. The other thing you have to take into account is the band themselves, which is Matt Bellamy, Chris Wolstenholme, and again the drummer's name, I think it's Dominic or something like that. They use a ton of effects, a ton of MIDI stuff. Chris and Matt both use what are known as chaos pads. They're little things that are on, if you've ever seen their videos or if you've ever seen them live, that's a little thing it's on that hooks to the end of the guitar, the end of the bass, and you touch it with your hand and you kind of just move your finger around and it kind of gives this almost, it's where the kind of dubstep-ish element of the music comes from, the MIDI effect. Because you can do completely chaotic stuff. You can do synth effects on your guitar, essentially, without having to use a synthesizer, a keyboard, or any kind of programming. For Danny and Ollie to pull that off without the chaos pads, without any kind of synth work, without any kind of programming, effect pedals, all of that stuff, none of which they're using there, is super freaking impressive for an older band with a ton of experience. Again, none of which they really had here. I mean, they were pretty young. I would venture to say probably near the beginning of their career. So, yeah, that's impressive. Probably to me more impressive than their newer stuff. Not necessarily better per se, but that skill set at that age, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've got 24 years, roughly, as experience as a bass player. I don't mess with Muse. This is one of those bands that they just have super tricky shit. And it's just impressive. Okay, more, like I said, more so than the other stuff, because the other stuff is straightforward. It's just rock and roll. But man, to play Muse without any of the effects, the pedals, the loops, the MIDI, the synths, any of the multitude of gadgetry that Muse use, that's really freaking impressive. Okay, it's really impressive. So this makes me want to see him even more because now that they're older and established, I really hope they play like a Muse, whether it's this one, whether it's Supermassive, whether it's whatever. There's a variety of Muse songs that I could see this band rocking out to, but this was impressive. Yeah. That's all I got to say. Be well, treat each other with kindness. Remember, music heals. And coming May 1st to the Machine Shop, Flint, Michigan. If you're in Michigan, get your ass down there and hang out with us. Find us. We'll have a Coke, have a beer, whatever, and we'll film some cool footage. And after the show, I get home, we're gonna make a big old awesome video of pictures and video and meet and greet and all that kind of fun stuff. And we're just gonna do a sweet ass video wrap up, and then we're gonna do a big premiere here and whatnot. So see you in the next one.